promised, we are joined right now by the beautiful Katy Kiss. Katy, what's going on? How's your afternoon going so far?
You know me, I am such a busy bee. I've been taking care of errands. I just got my hair colored and cut and sent some money to my family after their natural disaster in Louisiana.
Oh,
so
wow.
my little brother can get a PlayStation.
Gotcha. Is everybody safe? Everybody good?
Yeah, they're doing good. They're rebuilding, so that's a positive.
Gotcha. Well, first of all, I'm a big fan of yours, as I was just telling you that. So we're going to get into. I don't want to waste any of your time. How did you?
No, you're not wasting my time at all.
How did you get into the industry? Did you start off did you do the dancing route? Did you start doing that first? Did you do modeling? How did you find your way into the industry?
Well, originally I started modeling. I did some high fashion runway stuff in New York City, and then I started dancing. So one day I was sitting around at work, it was a slow night, and I had a few minutes to myself, and I asked myself, why don't I just get into this industry? And I tried it, and here I am.
No doubt. So speaking of your family, you just mentioned them. Were they supportive of you when you did this? Did you kind of keep it on the down low? Did you talk to people about it, the pros and cons, before you jumped in, or did you? How'd that all play out?
Well, I told them before I started because I knew that they were eventually going to see my work.
Yep.
So I figured it'd be the right thing to do.
Gotcha. So were you kind of always open-minded and free-spirited sexually? So was this kind of a natural transition for you, or did you have to sort of get out of who you usually were?
No, it was very natural for me.
Okay, gotcha. So tell us about your first scene. When you get booked for that very first scene, how nervous you are when you show up. You don't know what to expect. What was that like?
My first scene was directed by Mike Quasar for Throated.com.
Okay.
And my male talent was Lawhan.
Okay.
I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I mean, first time for everything.
Yeah.
And I just went along with it, did what I was supposed to do, took directions from the director, and it went really well.
Got you. Well, you're blowing up right now in the industry. You're one of the more popular girls right now. How many scenes are you doing, say, per month?
I would say that on an average I was doing at least 10 a month, but it all depends. Every month is different. Sometimes more, sometimes less. You win some, you lose some.
Gotcha. What have you seen so far in the industry? Is there a lot of jealousy? I know it's a very competitive industry. There's so many different girls that are in there. Do you have people that sort of give you advice, or girls that have been in the industry for a while? Do they take you under their wing, or is it kind of like everybody for themselves? What have you seen so far?
So far, I've considered collaborating with other stars,
Okay.
and based on my experience, it's kind of like spending for yourself, I guess. I'm independent right now, so I've been doing my own thing.
Okay. Gotcha. So tell me about the testing and all that different kind of stuff. I know that's one of the things that a lot of people, there's been some controversy. We've had on some other stars on in the past. They've admitted that they've had some issues with that. Are you comfortable? Do you feel safe when you go to work every day to do those? Do you feel like everything's going to be taken care of? Is that something you don't spend a lot of time worrying about, is STDs and stuff like that?
I'm not going to lie, it definitely weighs on my mind, even though I do get tested every 2 weeks. It's a requirement for me if I want to work. So people whom I work with, I see their tests as well, and I go by the 14-day test, not the 30.
Okay.
To be more on the safe side.
Got you. Well, Katy, I got to tell you something. First of all, I'm a fan of Harry, and I know in some of your scenes you got a little bit
Sorry,
of...
what was that?
I said I'm a fan of Harry myself.
A fan of Harry?
Yeah, down below there, and
Oh, Harry, yeah.
And so what I'm saying is, I've seen in a few of your scenes. I was doing my research, and you've had a little bit of growth down there. Is that something we might possibly see down below? You might let that grow a little bit?
Oh, I love growing my bush out. I did not start doing that until I started in the industry.
Okay.
It was requested by a few directors, and I said, sure, why not? I'll try anything once. So I let it grow. Actually, I started letting it grow for Suicide Squad parody.
Okay.
And ever since then, I'm in love with it. I don't ever want to shave it. But I just recently went to a set, and they wanted me to shave. So I did, but it's growing back.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I hope you throw away the razors forever because it looks very good on you, and I just want that. That's just my opinion. So, another question I want to throw out there for you: does size matter? I mean, I look at your movies, and you're a very petite girl. When these guys are gigantic and huge, is it uncomfortable? Does it hurt? Do you need lots of lubrication before scenes? What's that like for you?
Usually I get wet on my own, but as far as size, I wouldn't say it really matters. I mean, it matters if there's chemistry there between you and your co-star.
Okay.
Although I've just recently did an exclusive contract scene for Black.com, and that hurt so good.
I think
It was the first time, and yeah, it hurt so good. I'll say that.
Gotcha. We're visiting with Katy Kiss. A few more questions. I'll let you get out of here. Katy, what's been your craziest, wildest sexual experience, whether that's on camera or in your private life? What has been something that just thinking about it gets you all hot again right now?
I would definitely say boy, girl. I tried that once in New Orleans, and it didn't necessarily work out as planned, but I still fantasize about the idea of trying it again and hopefully having a better experience next time. The first time, the two guys were best friends, so I guess it was something personal on there, and they were a little weirded out. But I'm going to try it again.
All right. Well, you just mentioned the scene for Black.com. Their scenes are crazy. The camera work and all that different kind of stuff is very, very good on there. But that brings me to another question. Interracial, that's something that's somewhat controversial, I guess, in the industry. Some girls don't do that. I know Alexis Texas is one that she doesn't do that. Some of her fans have told her they don't want her to see her do those kind of things. Was that something anyone ever approached you about and said, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that? What are your thoughts about interracial?
I myself am definitely interested from the get-go. I like to make my own decisions, although I do like feedback from my fans. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it.
Gotcha. Well, before you go, we have a fun segment called Rapid Fire. I just throw some topics out. We get your thoughts and whatever comes to mind. Are you, in your personal life, off camera, are you an exhibitionist?
Exhibitionist. I learn something new every day. What exactly does that mean?
That just means, do you like to, okay, you're a beautiful woman, obviously, so when you go out, do you like to dress provocatively? Where guys are turning their heads and trying to sneak peeks at you, even when they're with their wife or their girlfriend, because you've got some things like hanging out, maybe cleavage or a short skirt. Is that something that you like to you like enjoy dressing sexy?
I love to dress sexy, yes. And to answer your question, I dress pretty modest, I'd say. Okay. I usually am fully clothed outside of work.
Okay. If you were going to shoot a scene with any mainstream celebrity, that could be male or female, for a sex scene, who would you pick?
Oh, that's a tough question. Could it be male or female?
Yep. Whoever you want.
Let me think for a quick sec. There's so many choices. Charlize Theron, is that how you pronounce her name? Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie?
That's a great...
I don't know how to pronounce her name exactly. It's a little hard to say. Charlize Theron?
Yeah, that is a very, very good pick. Definitely. Beautiful, beautiful girl. All right. Thongs or commando?
Hello?
Yeah, thongs or commando?
Commando.
Okay. Your favorite city to visit?
My favorite what? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
That's okay. Your favorite city to visit?
Well, so far my favorite city would have to be Manhattan. Although I'm really looking forward to traveling to Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, that's a beautiful...
And I'm pretty sure that's going to be my favorite.
Oh, it's beautiful up there. You're going to love it. And then the last one, tell us something unusual or quirky about Katy Kiss, like something we would never guess about you. Like, do you have any weird habits or superstitions, anything like that?
I would say I'm pretty superstitious. I'm very spiritual, as in, I like to read into spirits and stuff.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in touch with those kind of things. Nothing weird, just, good spirits.
Gotcha, gotcha. And then my last thing, I'm just going to sneak this question in for you, Katy. And I'm not just saying this because you're on the show and I'm kissing your ass or sucking up to you, anything like that. But you are absolutely stunning. And so one of the things, not that there's anything wrong with porn, I'm a big fan of you guys. You guys are all very, very smart, intelligent women. But one thing I was just going to look at, if you look at you, you could actually easily transition into mainstream acting or modeling. Is that something you'd ever like sort of had like plans to do?
Mainstream would be great, although I'm looking to transition into the music industry.
Okay. Cool, cool. Well, before you go, let us know like what projects you're working on, what you got going on right now, your social media, how our fans can follow you and keep up in touch with everything you've got going on right now.
Okay. Well, I just opened my store, miniviz.com.
Okay.
You can find me under Katy Kiss. I have my custom fetish videos and photo sets for sale for my fans.
Okay.
And I also just created my official website. And you can find that katykiss.myshopify.com. Everyone can subscribe. Opening soon.
We will definitely do
and
that.
On that website, I will have all of my used scene clothes and items, adult related, for sale. And I have a blog as well as my press, updates and stuff.
Gotcha. What are you on Twitter? What's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter is Katy Kiss Content.
Okay. All right.
And on Instagram, the Katy Kiss.
Sounds good.
Also, it's myurls.com/Katy Kiss. You can find all of my social media links.
Sounds good. That is perfect. Well, Katy, I'm a big fan of yours. You are just like killing it in the industry right now. You're just rising.
Only been in 8 months.
I know. It's crazy how popular you've become already. So I'm a big fan of yours. Thank you for showing love, hanging out with us today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will be watching you down the road as well.
Thanks for having me again, and I really appreciate the kind words. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to hear from y'all again soon.
All right. Thank you. Katy Kiss, cool girl, great energy. Check her out, follow her on Twitter, follow us on Twitter as well. Hit that subscribe button right down there below, because just like this interview, you're going to see a lot more coming up. We've got 4 or 5 more interviews booked for next week, so they're going to be coming fast and furious, and I don't want you guys to miss any of those. Right now, hit that subscribe button, Keeping It Real with Jeff Richardson on YouTube, and then go to the Facebook page, like the page as well. Positive people doing positive things. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and go Dallas Cowboys.